What is up, my friends? We got another STI video tonight. Tonight we're going to do a small mod on the interior, but it's a mod that you're going to see all the time, and in theory improve the look, the general feel, and upscaleness, or try to bring up the scaleness of the interior. It's going to be the JDM gauge cluster hood, not the gauge cluster that's right in front of the driver, but that little secondary gauge thing that's on the side that has your boost gauge and AC stuff. We got one that's leather. It's got the red stitching. Looks great. Let me show you what it looks like. Forgive me for any weirdness in lighting. I was gonna do this tomorrow and it was daylight, but I got it in and it looked cool, and I just felt like I had to do it tonight. So that's why we're doing it tonight. Anyway, this is the stock gauge cluster hood, whatever you want to call it. It's this thing. It's like super cheap plastic. So as most people know, the interiors are not super amazing, but overall Subaru really did improve this interior, I think, with the nice steering wheel. The seats are pretty nice, etc. Anyway, this thing you can replace with like a nice leather wrapped. It's got a little stitching around just this top piece of plastic here. So that's what we're gonna do. Alrighty, so I ordered this from Subi Bros. I think it's on sale right now for like 65 bucks. The actual hood here, I don't know if you can see this in the lighting, but this is red stitching. Stitching goes basically the entire way around the face of this, and then just kind of disappears once it gets towards the back. But the stitching comes in a bunch of colors, like white, blue, silver, and black, I think. I'm considering getting the silver one for the Forester interior, because the Forester actually has silver accent stitching, whatever you want to call it, on the seats. The WRX and STIs have red. So unless you have hyper blue, I guess, then you get the blue. So this leather, I'm actually super impressed. This leather is like really soft and really supple. Very nice, feels very upscale. And then for whatever reason, they send you a new panel. I don't know if it clips in differently than your stock one, or maybe it's hard to get the stock panel off this piece. So yeah, that's it. That's all that comes in the kit. It's like I said, like 65 bucks, something like that. And it should be a fairly straightforward install. The only other thing that they gave me, where is it? For whatever reason, they sent me this nice little replica of my car. It's got kind of weird wheels on it, but it's the same color as my car, which is cool. The Subaru one that they sell, I actually have it at work on my desk. The Subaru one, this one's made by some other company. Subaru version is blue, and you can only get it in blue. So silver, I'm gonna put it on my desk. I'm gonna have a little crew of Subis on my desk at work, and it'll be awesome. All right, Subi Bros did a really thorough installation video on this, so if you want like super good details, go check out their channel and their video. But I'm gonna just kind of fly through it here. Hopefully it's as easy as it looks, and just kind of give you guys a glimpse of what it takes to do this mod. It should only take me, I'm hoping, only like 15 minutes or so. Let's get it done. So from what I can tell, step one is basically pulling off this guy. Gently. I'm gonna use a pry tool here. There we go. Oh. There we go. So clips basically the whole way around this thing. There's like 2 wiring harnesses back here you gotta pull. I'll probably need 2 hands for that. But basically, you don't want to mar up any of this, so use something like a plastic pry tool. It's gonna save your dash and save your trim. Cool, so we got the vent out of the way. Step 2 is to remove this panel. I've heard the easiest way is actually the Subi Bros way, is to stick a zip tie through here, so you got little handles you can pull up on it, because otherwise it's really hard to get your fingers on this. So let me grab some zip ties and we'll give that a shot. All right, this GoPro's giving me some problems. I'm really hoping I got that last clip. Basically, I used the zip ties on here as handles to pull this directly out. And then now there's 2 screws exposed, 2 Phillips screws that'll come out, and this thing should just pop out of the way. There we go. All right, cluster is out. So let's go outside the car and make the swap. Okay, so 2 more screws to remove the actual gauge like assembly. And this should just lift out, which it does. Now we're going to swap this thing for that setup. All right, so remember the front side of the cluster hood is the one with the stitching. So the part that actually needs to face out needs to go in that direction. And then it's just a matter of making sure all of these little clippy things do their thing. Let me try it out here. So that goes under. All right, here's our new hood setup. Looks great. Stitching looks good. Everything fits great. So we're gonna pop this basically back, reverse order. This looks like it's bent. Maybe it's from shipping. Little guide here. All right. The rest is reverse order. So let's go throw it in. I'm excited. All right. So reverse order. This guy gets awkwardly plugged back in, and then basically clips down. Make sure the gap behind it is all good. Looks good. Then our 2 screws go back in here in that hole. One goes over here in this hole. I cut the zip ties off of this. That just snaps back into position like that. Make sure it's sitting flush. Nice. And then, final step is to throw this thing back in. So don't forget to plug in the harness. The 2 harnesses, there's 2 down here. And then this should fit nicely back into position. Like that. Make sure she's all clipped in. All right, boom, it's installed. Looks great. Fit is awesome. Fit is like perfect around the back and around the sides. That line, super nice. I'll have to get you some better pics in the daylight. It's kind of crappy lighting in here tonight. I apologize for all that. But yeah, it definitely classes up the interior a little bit. Let's make sure this still works. Nice. One more time. See if the air. Nice. Still working. Beautiful. That's what I want to see. All right, my friends, so that's it. It literally took me not even 20 minutes to do the whole install, including the filming. Like I said, check out the Subi Bros video if you want like a little bit more detailed look at what's going on and kind of how all the clips work and stuff. But basically, I think I'm going to get one for the Forester. I'm pretty happy with it for the STI. I'm going to be interested to see it tomorrow in the daylight, driving around, you know, and the glistening in the sun and all that jazz. But overall, I'm pretty pumped about it. I know it's a very small detail, but that big giant piece of plastic in the middle of the car, something like that wrapped in leather, just kind of, it just classes it up a tiny bit. Certainly not going to be an Audi level interior or whatever by any means, but it's the little details that kind of bring it all together. The seats already have the red stitching and the black, you know, so the black leather, the nice little red stitch, very nice touch in my mind. You might hate it. Anyway, I'll drop a link to their video as well as where you can get it on their website. Thanks for hooking me up with the little toy car. I don't know why you did that, but very nice of you. Anyway, That's all I got for tonight. We got some more stuff coming for the M3. New people, yes, this is a lift. If you're interested in knowing about it, I did like a 30-minute video on it, so go check that out. Anyway, appreciate all the new subscribers lately. Glad to have you around. Please stick around for M3 stuff and more Subaru stuff. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because liking, for whatever reason right now, is really boosting the video, you know, in the YouTube algorithms or whatever. I try not to get too involved in that, but apparently that's a thing. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate everybody. Love you guys. Bye-bye.